welcome to Mezmor-eyes Beauty. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. So today is, I believe, day 14 of the quarantine, but day 2 of Skittles week. And so the color that I decided to select for today is the red Skittle. So I know you guys are probably freaking out like, red, how is this gonna look? Where is she gonna go with the red look? But I promise it's gonna be a wearable look. It's gonna be pretty. You guys are gonna love it. So I've already done my eyebrows. What we're gonna go ahead and do is put our foundation on. You like to shake it good because it oxidizes really well, and I just want to make sure it's blended and everything. So we're gonna start with the Fendi Pro Filter foundation in the color 400. So we're just gonna go ahead and put this on and just blend it. So now that we have our foundation on, we are going to go ahead and apply our concealer. And for that, we are going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the color 390. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. So this is a tip that I received off of the Jackie Aina page. She was doing a tutorial on concealer, and she was saying that for her it lasts longer if she lets it air dry a little bit. But before it dries entirely, then she'll go in and blend it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let it air dry a little bit. Just so it can soak into my skin, and then it'll, still last a little bit longer. So I'm going to let this sit here for a few more seconds, and then we're going to go in and just blend. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and blend. This has been sitting on here for a couple minutes. It's just a little dewy. So we're going to go in and just pat it like this. Don't want to wipe it all off, so we're just going to lightly pat it in. Before we go ahead and start our eyeshadow application, we're going to go ahead and put some setting powder underneath our eye. Today we're going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. And this does two things. First, it sets our foundation in place. And then it also catches any of the eyeshadow fallout. So once we apply the eyeshadow, any that may fall down to this area, it'll catch it so that we can just brush it off. So we're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of that. And the color that we are using is Banana. It's got like a yellowish, tannish tint to it. My skin has a lot of yellow undertones, so this color is really good. And don't get freaked out by how bright it is right now. It's not going to look like this when we're finished. We just want to put enough on here just to catch that eyeshadow and set our concealer. Alright, so we're going to start with the Jackie Aina palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And the color that we are going to start with is called Pinker. So we're gonna go ahead and use some pinker. Just make sure. We're gonna blend that in. So this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette that we're using, and we're just going to sweep that light color right underneath the brow bone, just to highlight it a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to go back into our Kylie Bible palette, and we're going to pick up this color called Steve or Steve, I'm not sure, but it's pretty and we're going to go with it. So we're just going to go ahead and put that in our crease here. Let's go ahead and pack it first. When I say pack it, I mean just press the color into the skin. We don't want to blend yet. We just want to get it in there good. And then once we get everything packed in, then we'll go ahead and blend it out. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use our concealer palette, and we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. So I'm gonna use this yellow shade. It's almost gone, so you probably can't see it, but it's a very light shade. So we're going to go back into our Kylie Bible palette and use a shadow called Aura, and we're going to just place that right on top of the Wiggly's color, and it's going to create this beautiful like shimmery berry color. I love it. It's really pretty. So this is the Anastasia Soft Glam Collection. We want to select the color Mulberry. It's a very like deep, rich, reddish brown color. And we're going to place that right there in the outer corner and into the crease just to get it some added depth. So now we're going to go back into the Jackie Aina palette, and the colors that we used on the lid, we're just going to place on the waterline. We're going to use the Wigglies color first, and we're just going to place it right there underneath on our waterline. We're going to do the same with the Aura color from the Carly Bible palette. We're just going to put some in the inner corner of our waterline. And that's just going to really bring the look out. Make your eye pop. So now we're going to go ahead and just sweep the setting powder away. So we have our Fenty Beauty setting powder in the color Nutmeg, or in the shade Nutmeg, I'm sorry. And then we're just going to brush that lightly over our entire face. And this just is going to give us like that retouched airbrush look. And bring everything together. Just blend everything in nicely. So we have our Fenty Beauty matchstick in rum, and this is just like a highlighter. You want to place some like right underneath the cheekbone and near the brow area, and just blend it well. And this is just gonna highlight that area very nicely. And I'm going to take a little bit of that rum color and just to place it right there in the center of my lips too, just to highlight. This is the Full Frontal Fenty Beauty Mascara. And when you apply this, you just want to use small, tiny circular motions, and that way you can ensure that you're getting each strand of hair. So this is one of my favorite new finds. I purchased this at the CVS pharmacy in my city. It's by Dollface, and it's a dual eyeliner. On one side you have the liquid eyeliner, and then on the other end you have the smoky eye end or whatever that you want to use for a smoky eye look. So I love this. And the if you're not experienced with liquid eyeliner, I highly recommend this because it applies like a pencil. Okay, so now we're going back to our Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara, and then we're just going to apply it to the top lash line. So now we're going to go ahead and finish our lips. This is a lip liner that I purchased at the Family Dollar store. It was either Family Dollar or Dollar General. It's a nice berry shade. So we're going to add that around our lips. Just line them nicely and then blend it in. We're going to go ahead and take that matchstick again in the color rum, or in the shade rum, and then we're going to apply that just to the center of our lips, just to give it a nice little pop. So this is the finished look. Tell me what you think in the comments, and please like and subscribe, and tune in tomorrow where I feature another color in our Skittles week. Bye.